Hi, I'm David Saville, and this is a video about ugliness and self-worth. Now, I'm recording this in response to something someone said to me today. Now, this person I care about very deeply, and to hear those words come out of that person's mouth was very hurtful to me, and I can imagine what it must have been like for them. And it's to do with attractiveness, to do with looks, and self-worth around that. Now, obviously looks are not everything, but if you were to look at this person objectively, you would not have a clue why they said these things. But forgetting that, anyone on this planet, any one of you, no matter who you are, if you were to stand there looking in a mirror, you could deconstruct yourself and find all the things you don't like, whether it be a crooked nose or a face that's not symmetrical. It could be the shape of the arms. You can go through anything in your body. And you can find things you don't like, and you could obsess about them, and you could spend time, when anything sort of you don't feel good about yourself, you can spend hours just making yourself feel crap about that. And then no matter who you are, no matter how famous you are, no matter if you're a celebrity, if you're an actress, an actor, whoever you are, you could do that. Now, why you do that is another matter. I have personal experience of this myself. I recorded another video a while ago about the way I spent years beating myself up about my looks and really tearing myself apart about it, which caused me a lot of pain. Pointless pain, really, because it's all subjective. And if you spend so much time looking at that, you miss the important stuff. What's inside, the character shines through, and you miss all that if you're just focusing on the surface. Now, naturally, as humans, we've evolved to pay attention to looks. It's a natural thing. It's to do with, I think anyway, from my understanding, a lot of it's to do with tribes. It's to do with people, liking people that are similar to you, or looking for an attractive mate who obviously you can have attractive children, healthy children actually. Attractiveness equals healthy in an evolutionary sense. So that's kind of where it comes from. And growing up as children, you get an idea, the people you grew up with, it affects what you think about, what you think as attractive and what you're attracted to and all this kind of stuff. But you have a choice, that's the good thing. You don't have to be had by just superficiality of that. As you develop and as you evolve and grow as a person, hopefully you look past that, because if you spend your time just looking at that, then you miss so much, and life is pretty empty and meaningless if that's all you care about. If that's you, fine, you're welcome to do that. But for me, this person in particular has so many amazing attributes that actually, when they shine through, just the whole room lights up whenever that person is in it. Has a real charismatic personality to go with, just has a very beautiful way of being in the world, which, affects people around them, even though they're not always aware of it, because they just got some old patterns they need to get rid of, which I hope they will. But there's a video going around YouTube just recently, in fact last week, and it was the ugliest woman in the world. Now, there's this woman, and she did a TED talk, and she was explaining how she's got this condition, which means she can't put on fat. And so essentially, whereas, most of us have filled out faces to different degrees, she doesn't. She doesn't have that. It just literally is bone and muscle and sinew. So, it looks different. She looks different to most people, and she was saying about how tough that was for her growing up when she'd meet new people, and she'd always get these reactions. And in particular, someone put a video on YouTube, and it was going around, and it said about the ugliest woman in the world, and people were commenting on there that she should kill herself because she's so ugly. Now, luckily, she had a good support system, so she bounced back from that. She did not let it affect her. But it could have gone another way. Now, that's someone with something extreme going on. But if she allowed herself to be defined by the way she looks, then what would be her point in getting up in the morning? But she's actually since proven to be an inspiration to people. And you know, she has now, I think this video's gone around thousands and tens of thousands of people around the world, and people cheering her and how impressive she is as a person. Now, you know, she asked a question as well. She said, what defines you? So I ask you the same. What defines you? Are you defined by your looks, or are you defined by your actions and who you are becoming and who you want to be? Because you're always becoming. You know, some people have an idea that you're stuck as you are, but you're not. You're always becoming something, and you have a choice you have a big choice in what you do, and your actions do help develop you in that way. So if you've got some negative thoughts about your looks, you know, just file them with the other 50, 60,000 thoughts that go through your head each day. Just let them go. Now, this can take practice, as I explained to this person. It's not something that happens overnight. You know, you get patterns of thought, which your mind thinks you're protecting yourself with, but actually, you know, it's causing you pain. So what you need to do, if you get these negative thoughts happening, when they're happening, you just go, okay, there's those thoughts again. Let them go, let them drift off, just like a helium balloon of thought into the atmosphere, and then just replace it with something else. Just bring your focus to something else, maybe to something that you like. Deliberately keep focusing on things you like about yourself, and no matter how small that might be to begin with, and it become a replacing pattern. Essentially, it does take practice, and if you really want to do it, you need to keep doing it. But you can replace any thoughts you want, and there are many other ways to do this. But this is a very simple one that you can get started on right now. So I mean, if you can imagine a helium balloon in my hand floating up with thoughts inside it, if you can even just imagine that for a second, then you can put any thought you like in your mind. So why waste time causing yourself pain with your thoughts when you can replace that with thoughts that are going to help you and make you live a better life, a more productive life, a life where you feel good about yourself, because you deserve it, and you're the only one that can make that happen. You can't wait for other people to give you compliments. If you do that, you're still stuck within yourself. So I hope you do that. I hope you, if that is you, if this does resound with you, that you take action to do that, because no one else can do that for you.